In this episode, we are going to introduce how to manage device and server on Unicorn. Let's get started. First, let's see how to add encoding devices, including IPC and NVR. If you want to add a device with a known IP or domain name, click the Add button. Then we need to set protocol, device name, organization name, IP address, and port. Private protocol is used to add UNV devices, and ONDEF protocol is for third-party devices. If you want to add a third-party device via RTSP protocol, which does not support ONDEF, choose Custom Protocol. But before adding it, we need Get Device RTSP URL. To add devices in the same subnet with the VMS, click Auto Search. Then encoding devices in the same subnet will be discovered. To add a device, just click here for the device in the operation column. To add multiple devices with the same configurations including server protocol, organization, username and password, select checkboxes for these devices and click Batch Add. Decoders include VMS built-in decoder, decoding card, and external decoding device. The method is the same as adding encoding device. We can add Smart IPC or NVR to operate smart functions like SIP on the software client. For UNV smart cameras and NVR, choose private as needed. For example, choose private protocol, set device name, IP address, username and password. NVR would be added to VMS as a smart device. Cloud device. This function is mainly used to connect IPCs and NVRs to the VMS over the Internet. First, register the IPCs and NVRs to a cloud account, and then log into the cloud account on the VMS to manage the registered IPCs and NVRs. Please note if an NVR has been added on the VMS via the private or VSS protocol, it is not recommended to add the NVR to the VMS again as a cloud device. Now let's move on to channels. In encoding channel, we can view channel status, edit channel names, or open the web page of the encoding device. In decoding channel, we can view channel status and capability, edit channel names, or open the web page of the decoding device. And we can view alarm input and output channels. The next topic is server. Here we can view information and status of the central server and distributed server, specify working and backup replica servers, and we can allocate device resources to primary and replica servers. Here is info and status of the central server. Click here to view connection and bandwidth info. In distributed server page, we can view info and status of the replica server. And we can click here to delete a replica server. To set the working mode of a replica server, click and then select working server or backup server. If replica server is offline, then you need to check whether the firmware version for primary server and replica server matches. In Allocate Resource, we can allocate devices to primary or replica servers for load balance. We can drag device to the intended primary or replica VMS. Click Auto Assign to assign all devices automatically. And click Restore to restore the original status displayed when the page was loaded. To view the total number of VMS devices and their channels, we can click Resource Details.